All right, everybody, we have a very exciting day today. This is a 2026 Toyota BZ Limited. I currently own a BZ4X and I've done a review on the XLE. So we're looking at the highest trim level now. Stay tuned. All right, everybody, I'm very excited for this review. We have the Toyota BZ Limited. This is in the windshield pearl color. And what's nice about the new 2026s is they are a lot better than the BZ4X that I currently drive, because now you actually get the further range. You also get the NACS charging ports, battery preconditioning, you get the regenerative braking paddle shifters, and a lot more, which I actually will show you throughout this video. You get the nice hammerhead style headlights. Now, overall, I just think they refined it and made the BZ look a little bit better now. And then you also get the power lift gate, and this one comes with parking sensors all throughout, and you get the panoramic glass roof. And this one actually comes with the crossbars as well up top, and you get the 20-inch wheels. Now, one thing that's special about the BZ Limited that you don't get on the BZ XLE is that you can actually get the advanced park feature, which I'm actually going to end up demonstrating to you guys towards the end of this video, so stay tuned, because the BZ Limited can actually park itself. Also, just to let you guys know, the BZs have very good incentives right now from Toyota. All right, right inside here on the side, you have your power folding mirrors, and then you also have some buttons to control your left and your right mirror individually. Then you also have your lock and unlock, and then you have your power windows for the front, and you have the power for the back. Now, this also comes with memory seats 1 and 2, and you can set it right here. Lower left side of the steering wheel, you have the button 2 for your automatic high beams. Then you have the button to actually clear off your headlights, and then you have a button to open up the trunk. Right above that, you have the buttons for your display, for your digital gauge cluster, and then right below here, you can actually open up the hood. Left side of the steering wheel, you have your back button, then you have your push to call button, and then you have all your arrows where you can control your digital gauge cluster for personalized settings or whatever you'd want to do. And then right below that, you actually have your volume up and down, and then right below that, you actually have your voice to speak. Right over here, you have your cruise control button, and then next to that, you actually have your steer assist, and then you have your different cruise modes button. And then below that, you actually have the gap adjust between you and the preceding vehicle, and then up and down for the speeds. And right below that is just all your radio stuff and then your different channels. The Toyota BZ actually has these paddle shifters, which are actually used for regenerative braking. If you've never used it, you should try it out. You have a nice audio multimedia screen here. Now, the new BZ is a little bit more updated, so a lot of the stuff to control your air conditioning is actually right here on the touchscreen versus physical buttons. And on top of that, you also get wireless CarPlay and Android Auto. You can actually even change some of your settings for all of your safety features. And then even on this screen, you can actually go to your battery preconditioning to get it ready for DC fast charging. Here's your knobs to control your temperature on each side, and then you have your front defroster and you have your rear defroster right here. Some more customizations that you can do right here, but I actually wanted to show you guys where the battery cooling and preconditioning button is, because the previous generation did not have that right here. The reason why battery preconditioning is so important is because if it's cold out and you pull up to a fast charger with a freezing battery, the car may charge slower than expected. So battery preconditioning comes into play for that reason. When it comes to the shifting, to put it in drive, you push down and right, and then to put it in reverse, you push down and left. And right here, you have a nice backup camera with a bird's eye view camera. Now you have some other buttons down here that I wanted to go over. You have your eco mode, and then you have your traction control off, and then you have your X mode, which you can actually adjust for deep snow and then mud. And then to the right of that, you actually have the controls for your grip, which I actually didn't even push those. One of my favorite buttons right here is your panoramic view monitor button. It should actually activate right here, and it does a perimeter scan of the vehicle with all the cameras, which is really nice. And then right next to that, you actually have your brake hold function and then your electronic parking brake. Right up here, you have your controls for your garage door. You can actually program it. Digital rear view mirror, which is one of my favorite features as well. And now this one actually comes with a few different buttons for your lights up here, and then you have your panoramic glass roof. This is fixed, it does not open, just to let you guys know. Now, you cannot get this in the XLE, only in the Limited. You get the upgraded JBL premium audio, and then right down here you actually have 2 cup holders, and then you actually have a his and hers setup, so you can actually open it up towards you and open it up towards your passengers. You have the 8-way power adjustable seat, and you have the lumbar support, which is really nice, and your passengers also have it too. There's your lock button. Now this also does come with remote start on the key fob and the digital key, which is really nice. Now right here on the door, you can actually lock the doors by pushing this, and then you have smart key system, so you just put your hand on the handle and it opens. All right, now jumping in the back here, just wanted to show you guys there's 2 buttons for your heated seats for the outboard seats for the passengers, and you have 2 USB-Cs with some vents. Now let's open up the trunk here. You actually have a kick sensor, so you just wave your foot underneath here on the right side and the trunk will automatically open. You can also do it on the key fob, and you can do it from the inside of the driver's seat. Right back here you have your cable to charge the vehicle, and then you have your different converters right here. And then check out this mat. You get a customized BZ mat, and then you have your subwoofer in the back. You also get your power inverter right here on the right side, and then to actually turn it on, you push this button below. This also comes with the cargo cover back here. Now this isn't something that you get standard, it is ordered from the dealership, so if it's something that you'd like to get, make sure that the dealership orders it for you. Right up here you just have some instructions on operating the lift gate in the back, and again you can also wave your foot to close it. All right, now let's take a look at where you plug it in. Now Toyota, like I said in the past, has adapted the NACS charging ports, so you definitely have a lot more places and capabilities of where you can charge these vehicles. All right, now inside this actually comes with the Softex seats, and like I mentioned, you get the heated front seats and ventilated, plus you get the heated outboard seats in the back. And if you guys actually wanted to watch a review on the XLE as well, just so you can see the differences, you can actually watch the video in the link above, as I did a review on that as well. There's that nice 14-inch touchscreen that I was showing you guys earlier. Now, just to let you guys know, you also get cloud navigation plus voice assist, which is really nice. Here's some extra storage down here. The BZ also gets its own front radiator, foot and leg heater, which is really nice. Let me know what you guys think about the BZ Limited so far. I'm actually getting ready. I'm going to take it on a test drive right here on the dealership lot. If you guys have been subscribed to my channel for a while, you know that I do all my reviews right here at the dealership since we have a pretty large dealership. Let's start off with talking about Toyota Safety Sense. This comes with the 3.0 Safety Sense, which comes with pre-collision system and pedestrian detection, lane departure alert with steer assist, lane tracing assist, automatic high beams, full speed range dynamic radar cruise control, road sign assist, and proactive driving assist. Now you also get lane change assist, traffic jam assist, which is really nice, front cross traffic alert, you get the advanced park, which I'm actually going to show you here very soon, and safe exit alert. Now, when it comes to the BZ ranges, there's actually different ranges for different trim levels. For the BZ Limited all-wheel drive, which is what I'm driving now, this gets 278 miles of range. For the BZ Limited front-wheel drive, you get 299 miles. And then the BZ XLE all-wheel drive gets 288. And if you want the most range, you get the BZ XLE front-wheel drive plus, which gets 314 miles. Now, for those of you that are new to EVs, the Toyota app will actually help you navigate where your chargers are. Now, you also can actually download a few different apps to figure out where the chargers are. And then you also get Apple Maps EV routing, which is new. And one of my subscribers has told me to mention this in my videos, so I wanted to mention that as well. You also get the plug and charge feature, which what that means is that when you pull up to a compatible charger, plug the car in, and the car charger basically will recognize each other automatically. So again, the BZ is actually a lot more advanced now, and you get a little bit less anxiety when it comes to switching over to an electric vehicle. Alright guys, the moment that you've been waiting for, we're finally going to use the self-parking feature. Now, just to let you guys know, you have to push the button and then eventually you have to drive up close enough to a parking spot to where the system will recognize that there is a parking spot there. You can have it actually pull in forward, or you can actually have it parallel park. And if you guys want to watch this feature in a different video as well, whenever we did go to the Toyota RAV4 training, we actually did a demonstration on the self-parking feature there as well. And I actually showed you what it looks like even from the outside. And today I actually just recently posted a video on how the self-parking feature works on the RAV4. So plenty of videos out there that show you how it works, but it's very cool. It's very advanced and I love it. Now, just to let you guys know, you can actually not get this in the XLE. You can only get the advanced park feature in the Limited. And color-wise, you actually have a few color options on the BZ Limited. You can get it in Windshield Pearl, which is the one that I'm driving. It's a $475 upgrade. You can get it in the Heavy Metal color, Midnight Black. Then you can get it in Blueprint and Supersonic Red. And then if you want that two-tone with the black roof, you can get it in the Windshield Pearl with the black roof, you can get it in the Heavy Metal with the black roof, and then you can get it in Supersonic Red with the black roof. Now let's talk about some of the specials that you get with the BZ. They're offering 0% right now up to 72 months, and then you get a rebate of $6,000 from Toyota, which is fantastic. Now, if you do lease the BZ, you actually have an offer for $7,000 lease cash offer, and then if you pay cash for it, you get a $5,000 cash offer. This BZ Limited, as it sits, stickers for $49,194. And if you have any questions whatsoever about this vehicle, since I drive one, I do have a lot of knowledge about the EV ecosystem. Just reach out to me. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. And let me know what you guys think about the BZ Limited in the comments below. Would you guys go with the XLE or would you guys go to the Limited? I love that self-parking feature. I wish I had that in my BZ4X. But I only have the XLE, and I also wish I would have waited for whenever they designed this one because of the range and the NACS charging port. But again, thank you so much for watching, and if you want to stay up to date with everything that's going on in the Toyota world, make sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for the next video.